Jeez. That's so warm. This happens every week. I end up burning my mouth doing these videos. So hello guys and welcome to Q&A Sundays. My name is Ashley Green, the Mind Reader, and as always this Sunday I'm answering the questions which you guys, the viewers, have sent me. The interesting little things where you want to know a little bit more about my life, my performance and various other things. It's literally open to whatever you want to ask. This week we've got 4 interesting questions and they've come from mainly magicians, which is very interesting. Also, I just want to say, if you haven't seen the video, not the one with these cool tattoos, although that was a very interesting video, so definitely go check that out. But it's this video right here. This is talking about these little guys. I've got 25 voodoo dolls made, and I'm so happy with them. Check out the video and you'll see what these are all about and what they're going to be used for, because very interesting. Still warm. Still warm. So the first question, it's a bit of a long one this, so you're going to have to bear with me, but it comes from Samuel. Samuel is an amazing guy. I first met him around about, what was it, 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. It was at my first ever Blackpool Magic convention, and he's such a friendly and nice guy, and it's always, you know, great fun catching up with him every single Blackpool, and I wish I had the time to actually catch up more. And I just want to say thank you for obviously engaging with all of the videos. In fact, everyone that has left a little question for me this week has really engages with these videos, so honestly thank you to all of you. But anyway, Samuel's question is great videos as always. Oh dude, thank you. I really enjoy these Q&A episodes. I had to leave that part of the question in as amazing. But anyway, Samuel wrote, great videos as always. I really enjoy these Q&A episodes. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. But he's also said he knows I'm a mind reader. He knows I'm a hypnotist, and I do hypnotism as well as the mind reading. And his question is, what's your thoughts from a health and safety point of view about putting on these hypnotism shows within the UK? Do you need a different type of liability as such, or do you just perform under a normal entertainer setup? It's a really interesting question, and essentially as you go as a mind reader, I think, to be honest, with any performance art, you have a duty of care to take over your audience members. It's always important to, you know, consider the things that might go wrong in your shows, like, you know, the boring health and safety stuff, risk assessments, what could potentially go wrong, because I think that will, you know, stop you putting your audience in harm's way, especially, you know, when you see that old smashy thing with the nails under the cups where that's gone wrong several times and people have spiked their audience's hands. Clearly they didn't do their health and safety risk assessments. So yeah, as with anything, just look out for people, make sure they're not going to get in any harm. That's the first thing. In regards to hypnosis, it's this whole very weird area. Loads of people have very different views on this subject about whether you should get licenses and permits to be able to perform hypnosis in venues. I've spoke to some hypnotists who say, oh no, you don't need a license, you don't need all of this, don't worry about it. And then I've spoken to other hypnotists who have said, oh yeah, no, you definitely need, you know, a license to do this. You definitely need all the insurance for hypnosis. I've had shows before where people have tried to turf me out because I didn't have the appropriate stuff. So I think it's down to you to really research into. I'm not qualified to give this advice. I perform it. I'm not a legal person, so it's really down to you to look into this. I know there's a load of information on the website, but what I do know in regards to equity and the insurance that I go through, their regular insurance stuff does not cover hypnotism. I think that's a little added little thing you have to pay on top to be covered for hypnotism. So hopefully that answers your question. All I can say really in regards to that is do your own research, because I don't want to be liable for any of your problems when you start doing shows and then there's a massive backlash, something happens and then you're like, well, I learned it on the Ashley Green Mind Reader show. Just have a look at all the stuff that's on the internet in regards to that. So yeah, hopefully Samuel, that answers your question. The next one we have in is from my good buddy Nathan Earl. He's known me a number of years, and he was one of the very first people I met when I first joined the Magic Circles Youth Initiative, the Young Magicians Club up in London many years ago when I was about 15 or so. So he's known me a while before I did any of the mind reading stuff, when I was just obsessed with card tricks. And he has asked, you've always had an interest in magic as far as I've known. What made you go down the route of mind reading more? It's a really interesting question. I think for me, just the mind reading stuff, it really stood out. I really developed over the years a strong interest in psychics. And that links into one of the next questions, actually. But yeah, I developed a really strong interest in tarot cards, psychics, and I used to watch a lot of the James Randi videos where he was going through and trying to debunk and expose psychics. I used to watch a lot of readings, and it's very fascinating, the world of this whole psychic-esque stuff. And yeah, so I was hooked from a young age. Like people get hooked with card tricks, I was hooked with that as well. And I think, I don't know, maybe because I'm autistic, I wanted to understand how people think a little bit more. And it just led me into that. So it was a combination of many things, really. And I also found a few people who also done various types of mind reading. For example, Aidan O'Sullivan, he's a psychological mind reader. So rather than using what I do, I use intuitive methods to read people and understand them. He uses purely like facial expressions, different verbal things, influence, all of that type of stuff, the more psychological and logical things. So that's very interesting, which is also a fun thing for our tour, the psychic and the psychologist coming together for an evening of mind reading, which is fun. So yeah, it was really just a combination of being fascinated with, different divination tools, various different psychic things. So having that, strong interest in it, meeting people that done mind reading, and then having a need for wanting to understand what people think. And when when that all comes together, I think that is ultimately why I went down the path of mind reading and wanting to delve inside people's minds. So I mentioned psychics just a moment ago, and Nicholas has sent in this question, which is very interesting. And he's gone about saying, how about looking into debunking TV psychics on your YouTube channel? So Nicholas, here's my answer for you. It's not really my place with this YouTube channel to go down and start hating on people or taking the mickey. I know I'd done a reaction video to one of Sylar's videos, but that was a bit of fun banter. This whole channel is to be kept as fun and entertaining, and I want it to be about positivity and kindness rather than, negativity. In regards to psychics though, like any type of community, like anything, there's always going to be fraudulent ones. There's fraudulent psychics, and there's a lot of them out there. But then it's like that with anything. You look at art. There's people who use their creative talents for bad, forgeries. I mean, you look at magic. Magic is a classic example of that. People take doing sleight of hand and change it into scams on the street. You've all heard of the 3-card Monty scam, where they have 2 cards and then the red queen, and then you have to try and find it. And it's using various different magical methods, but in a very negative way to take advantage of people. And yeah, so like with any sort of thing in the world, there's both people doing good things with it and both people doing bad things with it. I just want to, stay in the middle. I don't want to really, bring all of this negativity into the channel, so I won't go around doing the whole James Randi thing of looking into these psychics. Again, it's just about spreading a positive message, spreading kindness, and hopefully keeping you guys entertained. That is literally my aim for this channel, to put a smile on people's faces and yeah, just provide a bit of entertainment. So, sorry Nicholas, we are not going to be debunking TV psychics on this channel, but you will get to see some very exciting things, which is based around TV psychics and things like that, so make sure you stay tuned over the coming months. And the last question I've had in from Anushka, and they have said, what do your tattoos mean? I've currently got 3 on my arms and my finger, and I did actually make a previous video in regards to all of the tattoos, or the very few that I have. So Anushka or anyone else, if you are interested in that, all you have to do is click that little link there, which is going to be displayed just up here. And that will take you to the video explaining all about my tattoos, the reasons why I got them, and what they all individually mean. Also another one, Anushka, I guess you've probably said this question because you watched my previous video with the interactive mind reading, where you got to try and read my mind and guess which one of these I was thinking of. But if you haven't, and you just spontaneously come up with that question, then that is going to be something that you want to check out. The link for that will be at the end of this video on the little end screen, which is coming in just a few seconds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A Sunday. I've got to wait for that to cool down because it's boiling hot yet again. So I have scalded my mouth yet again this week just for you guys. As always, if you want to take part in these Q&A Sundays like Samuel, Nathan, Nicholas or Anushka, and you want to ask me specific questions, then all you have to do is email me at ashley@greenmindreader.co.uk, leave a comment on the video, or message me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or wherever else you can find me. Just don't stalk me and come to my house, because that's creepy, guys. But yeah, find me online, Ashley Green Mind Reader. As always, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that comments on these videos, leaves a little like. Honestly, it means the world. And thank you to every single person that's subscribed. I'm having a race to get to 1,000 subscribers, so hopefully I can beat Sylar Magic, because he's miles behind. And if I win, then he's going to have to create a video saying that I am the greatest mind reader, wizard, and genius of all time. So I'm sure you'll want to see that, so make sure your friends subscribe to this channel as well. But I'll see you soon, and I've got some very interesting things planned. Take care, guys, and stay safe.